Good morning, happy Friday. Today is May 8th, and here are our lessons for the day. As always, you can find a brief description of all of our lessons in our weekly agenda on Canvas. Today, for English Language Arts, it is our last day for the entire school year of nonfiction writing, and your job is to transfer the graphic organizer that you worked on this week into a book. And your success criteria is I can write an informational text by introducing the topic, including 3 facts, organizing my writing, and writing an ending. So it's always a big job when you've got to transfer your graphic organizer into your book. But luckily, if you've been working on your graphic organizer this week, it'll be super easy for you to put all of that same thinking into a booklet. And you can find this booklet on Canvas just like last week. There are 2 options for this booklet. There is an editable booklet that you can type right into on your computer, and a printable booklet that if you have a printer, you can print it and just write right into it. Additionally, if you've been writing on notebook paper or any loose paper, that is also one way to do it. Today is also, yesterday you should have finished your Lexile assessment for Mayan if you hadn't finished it earlier. So today is the day that you can start choosing books to read on Mayan. So to learn how to choose books to read on Mayan, there is a video on Canvas that explains how you can go through each category and pick books. And it also tells you about how Mayan can recommend books for you or tell you which books that it thinks you're going to like. And finally, your math job for today. It is Friday, which means it is a math game day. And our focus is an understanding tens and ones math game. And the directions for this are on Canvas, and I will go through them on this video as well. And your success criteria is I can count objects in groups of 10 and show the objects in different combinations of tens and ones. And this game is available on Canvas in Spanish, and it's also available in English. So if you click on this, it will download the directions right for you. And there are some materials that are required for this game, but there's lots of options of things that you can use. You can use pennies, paper clips, dried beans, pasta, anything that you have lots and lots of would be perfectly fine. And the directions say, help your child practice showing 2-digit numbers as tens and ones by doing this activity. So first you need some objects. Any objects will do. Down here there's a bowl of buttons that would work fine. I know I have a couple markers right here that I could use, and I even have some paper clips right here that would also work. And it says remove a handful of objects from, it says the bowl or wherever you keep them, and place them on the table. Have your child count the objects on the table and write the number. Suggest that he or she make groups of 10 to count. Then ask your child to write that number as tens and ones in as many different ways as he or she can. For example, if there are 47 cereal pieces, your child may start by writing 4 tens and 7 ones. Encourage your child to separate objects into different groups to find other combinations of tens and ones. Repeat the activity several times. So if you continue watching, I'll kind of show you an example of what this could look like if you were to do it with some objects at home. So I have it up on the screen just so it's super duper easy to see. So obviously you would be using real objects and not just pictures. So right up here on the screen, I've got a bunch of pictures of little stars that are all over the place. And my job is to count them. And there are lots of ways that I could count this objects. I could count by ones, but they're kind of all over the place and I might lose my place if I count by ones. And we learned that the most efficient way to count objects is to put them in groups of 10. That way we can organize them and count them super quickly. So I'm going to show you now what it would kind of look like when I organize these objects and put them into really easy to see groups. So here I have a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stars. That's one group of 10. And then I make another group of 10 and I keep making groups of 10 until I'm out of groups of 10 to make. After I make my group my groups of 10, I might have some left over. And this time I had 1, 2, 3, 4 stars left over. Okay, those can't go in any group of 10 because I need to make sure that I count those separately, because if I put them in a group of 10 and start counting by tens, then I won't be counting correctly. Okay, so now I have my groups of 10, and we know that when we have a group of 10, it wouldn't make a ton of sense to count by ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, because we just did all of the hard work in putting that into groups of 10. So we can count by tens like this: 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. And now we have our loose ones. After we've counted by tens, we can keep counting by ones: 41, 42, 43, 44. And there are 44 objects. 4 tens and 4 ones is 44. On our game, the directions said to break it up into as many combinations of tens and ones as you can. And the easiest way to do that is to get rid of a group of 10, add it to your group of ones, like that, and start off again with your tens: 10, 20, 30, and finish counting the rest by ones: 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So even different combinations of tens and ones with the same group of objects gives me the same number at the end. This time I have 1, 2, 3 groups of 10 and 14 ones, which is still 44. I wonder what other ways we could break apart these objects into tens and ones. Okay, and as always, don't forget to read independently for 30 minutes today and start picking books to read on Mayan. Check out specialist websites for additional activities, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone for our Zoom call on Monday. I hope you all have a great weekend. It's supposed to be super sunny, super awesome. So I hope you get outside and play. See you Monday.